By the way, the wholesale suppliers and distributors that you are seeing in this video is available for you to download. The link is in the description below. And these are the wholesale suppliers and distributors that we had found today for you to use and add more for your own based on the method that you will learn after watching this video. Because if you want your Amazon FBA business to be successful, you need to make money. It's simple as that. Now look, I've reviewed thousands of products for Amazon FBA, and I've also wasted tons of time going through them and sifting through what is worth it and what is not. So in this video, you will learn how to find wholesale products that will sell and make you money at the same time. By the way, if you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lester and I've been selling on Amazon FBA since 2021, where I started it as a small side hustle while I had my full-time job selling in Range Rover. And throughout the time, I've eventually done and jumped into this business full-time and sold over $2 million in total sales. All right, before we jump into the process, we need to see and understand what exactly is a successful product, like what it looks like, what are we looking for and stuff like that. And most importantly, why is it important? So this is what a successful product looks like. So I have here the Loran Butter Vanilla Bakery Emulsion. Basically, it's a grocery product that is being bought 1,000 units plus each month. So Amazon provides us this information. It's currently selling at $7.71. This is the buy box here that you are seeing, and it's being sold by this person or company, Best Source Office Supply. So that is the seller there. And I kind of just did a quick Google search and I was able to find it at a web restaurant store for $4.99. But if you do the reorder, you can bring it to 25% off, which comes down to $3.75. So $4.99 minus 25% comes out to $3.75. So there might be some profit in there, not much, but again, just wanted to show you what a successful product looks like, because Amazon is not selling it. You don't want to compete with Amazon because Amazon always gets the lowest price and you might have to get the product, way cheaper than that. And second, it has tons of sales each month. So that is called velocity, because you want to do wholesale, meaning you're buying products in bulk, right? Think about like when you're going to Costco, right? It's cheaper to buy eggs at Costco versus at your corner convenience store where they're charging you $10 for a 6-pack of eggs, versus you go to Costco, they charge you $10 and you get like 30 of them. Again, I'm just using an example, and that way you can understand the idea of purchasing it wholesale in bulk. Then you want to make sure you sell that amount as well. So this is what a successful products look like. It sells fast, it also has good ratings, and also that means it will have good BSR, meaning bestseller rank. And I've made tons of YouTube videos on my channel of what BSR is, deep dive and all that, so definitely check it out. But yeah, this is what a successful product looks like, and now you will learn how to find the exact same thing for you, because in this channel we want to teach you how to fish and not give you the actual product, so that way you can go out there anytime you'd like. You have the actual skill to find any products and grow your own Amazon FBA business successfully. So the goal of part one here is to narrow our focus here in order to have a goal of what we want to achieve, right? Because we're going to break this down in 3 steps, so that way it's easy to follow and anyone can just jump into it. So we're going to go first to Amazon.com. So once you're at the homepage of Amazon.com, we're going to go to all right here, right? And we're going to go by shop by departments, because what we're doing first is to narrow down the type of category or products that we want to do. And the biggest tip I want to give here is to go based on your interest. And I want to share a story with you guys, because when I started, I'm like, Lester, I don't know, there's so many products on Amazon, there's like millions of them. Where do I start? So that's why I say it's based on your interest, because you're gonna have much more knowledge in terms of the products in that category, and B, it's gonna allow you to have more attention span to look at these different products, because it can get overwhelming. So we wanna remove as much friction to make it easier on us, right? So for me, I had an interest of like video, photography and stuff like that. So guess what I did? I went through the cameras and photos and stuff like that, and I was able to sift through brands that 99% of people don't know who aren't into photography and cameras and all that stuff. But I knew, like, I knew this brand is upcoming and stuff like that. So that was my advantage. So you want to lean into your advantage of whatever it may be, right? So if you have a dog, you might know different dog brands. If you're a, big beauty and makeup, connoisseur, or whatever it may be, lean into the advantage. So let's go ahead and do this here. And guys, eventually, when you are an expert, you're a master, Amazon big boss, you can go to any categories, but just to start with, right? That is the goal of this video. So these are all the different categories here. That's just for say, like, I just recently got a pet. Her name is Sunny. She's a West Highland Terrier. Call her Sunny Buns, the cutest thing ever. Is let's go through the pet supplies here. Maybe I can educate myself with you going through this here. So let's go ahead and go through like dog supplies here, okay? So you guys can see these are the different dog supplies here. You got your food, treats, so on and so forth, right? Pretty standard. But as you guys can see, we're starting to funnel down and get into more of the details and different category, or I would say subcategories of, pet supplies. Then you got your dogs, and let's go ahead and let's go through toys, right? So we're slowly working our way in there. As you guys can see, these are the top results here based on, sales and ratings and all that stuff, right? So back in the day, this is how you would do it step by step and kind of go through, what are potential products to sell. But the problem with this method is that it's so much time consuming that you have to literally open up a new tab every single time and check if Amazon is, selling it, right? Because again, we don't want to compete with Amazon, so we're trying to avoid it. Like this one here is Gas of Pets. This might work, right? Or this one right here, say selling by Jim G. Is it Jim G? Okay. Yeah, so these two might work. I mean, this one is selling 20,000 a month. So these could be your starting point from now on. Then we would, start searching for these brands, right? It kind of got lucky that it all worked out, but sometimes some of the top sellers, for example, let's try this one here, is usually being sold by Amazon.com, as you guys can see right here, right? So it's really hard to compete with this $12.78, right? Their selling price, so you have to get it really low because Amazon's selling it. So this is the old method, and I'm going to show you guys an easier way to do this, and that will save you time, because back when I started in 2021, this is what I had to do. There was a lot of manual things, painstaking, and I had to like use my will and energy to find products. So I'm trying to save you guys tons of time that will find you products fast and make you money at the same time. So, and the software that's going to help you with this process is Keepa. And guys, if you don't have Keepa or have not used Keepa, definitely learn it. I made a video of this deep diving as well. But Keepa is basically, to an Amazon seller, is like, your mask if you are Batman, right? Like you can't be Batman without a mask or a cape and stuff. That's the comparison of the Keepa. It's really important. You need to have it, or else you're not going to be successful. It's literally black and white with that, because now you need to have data in order to make decisions before you are spending your own money to guarantee that it's going to be, profitable or giving you that return on investment. So once we are Keepa here, we're going to go under data. Okay, this is how we're going to find product finder. So we're going to click this tab right here called product finder. And basically what it allows us to do is to filter down only the best of the best. Basically, we can kick Amazon out of our searches. We can only narrow down to a certain amount of sellers, so that way it doesn't get, too much competition and keeps the price stable or even higher, right? So we're trying to use Keepa to our benefit to find products, much more efficient, basically. So this is how we're gonna do it, okay? So let's go ahead and start off in terms of sales rank. We wanna stay under 100,000. 100,000 is a good rule of thumb that covers majority of categories. And remember, not all categories are made equal. For example, like 100,000 in video games is not even worth looking at because it's never going to sell. But 100,000 in grocery, in beauty, in let's say books, it's still considered top 1% and it's going to sell really fast. So 100,000 is a good starting point right there. That kind of covers a lot of different categories. And Amazon, we're gonna hit out of stock because again, we don't want Amazon on the listings that we want to sell. All right. And in terms of the price range, I like to sell products that are $20 or more, because anything too cheap, there's not much room for, for you to make profit. And remember, profit, money is how you continue to have a successful business, right? Because if you're not making money, you ain't gonna be doing nothing. So just put $20 there. So it's gonna search $20 and above products. As you guys can see, we still have a lot because 7 million products is kind of crazy. So we're gonna slowly filter out till we have a manageable amount of products and leads to go through. Okay, so continue on. We're gonna scroll a bit down here. All right, root category. Okay, so remember we looked at pet products earlier, then dog supply, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and just copy what we did earlier, so that way it's easier to follow for this example. Let's go ahead and go under pet supplies, right? Then you got the different subcategory. I think it was like dog something. Just put dog food. We'll just leave it as that for now. Okay. I'm gonna always go back and filter it down later. All right, so now we're down to 174 from 7 million. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do the offer count. So offer count meaning the different Amazon sellers selling on the product. So we want to keep the competition down. In order to do this is I like to put like 4 under 20. Okay, you can even do 15. Kind of, you want to find that sweet spot range, and it's a lot of tinkering and stuff. There's no one thing that's perfect, so you kind of want to just play with it, right? So those are the total offers. All right, and buy box seller, just third party, just to ensure Amazon's not in there, right? We just want to kick Amazon out. Let's see what else. Buy box use condition, I just leave unclick there. Okay. All right. And you want to do bought in the past month. You can either do 50, you can even do 100. Let's just do 100 just to make sure, we got that guaranteed sales. So you guys can see it's narrowed down to, almost 2,000. And return rate low, right? Like, I mean, guys, you can't get any easier than this. We're literally just cherry picking from the best of the best at this point, right? And we're not even like to the detail yet. We're just, doing a little bit of work here. All right, let's see what it's got. Okay, so it's got about 65 products here. It's not bad, right? It's manageable, and again, you can play around with it here. So you guys can see bought in the past month. This one's 7,400, 500 plus. Okay, so let's go ahead and just click on the first one here. Open up the page, you hit this little Amazon logo, and it's gonna open up the page you guys can see right here. All right, guys, so this is the Amazon page of the products called Earth Rated Dog Poop Bags, basically. And this is what we're looking at right here. And I'm using also a Google Chrome extension called Seller Amp. Seller Amp is super convenient because any product that you pull up on Amazon, it shows up basically all the data, all the stats, kind of like a baseball card, how many times it sells per month, the BSR bestseller rank, where is it on the ranking, and all your competition, stuff like that. You can also see from Amazon here, but as you guys can see, it has more data, right? As you guys can see also as well, I'm not eligible to sell it, but again, we're not gonna worry about that because we can always, get approved or ungated. In a little bit, I just wanna make sure that this is worth selling or I can get, because we're just opening up leads right now, right? See if it's worth pursuing down the rabbit hole. So as you guys can see right here, it looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and check the Keep a Chart, because this shows us the history and stuff like that. So here's the Keep a Chart. This is showing you the past, 3 months of it back in April, because we're currently in July. I mean, the price didn't really change much. It's selling at $24.99. The yellow, I'm looking at the pink one here, which is the top. The middle part is the estimated sales, which kind of lines up with the information here from Seller Amp. And lastly, these are the different offers, like sellers. You guys can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 currently, right? And we need to find this product about 11 bucks in order to be profitable. So that way we have some estimates there. All right. By the way, guys, if you've been finding tons of value in this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button because it really helps out with the YouTube channel. And if you want to learn more about Amazon FBA, consider hitting the subscribe button. So now that we've narrowed our potential product, or I would say brand, because with this, they might sell other things, like it could be earth-rated, toys, or earth-rated, anything dog-related, like treats or something. We don't know, right? We're just guessing at this point potential what products we can do. So that's what I mean, we don't have to worry about if we can sell it or not. We want to make sure if it's worth getting approved to see what other products we can sell, because my personal tip here, if you want to grow your Amazon FBA business, you want to be able to sell different products and not just rely on one thing. As everyone knows, as you know, don't put your eggs in one basket. You want to spread it out, right? Because if one thing goes down, then you're screwed, right? So diversify, 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 and it's never been truer with Amazon FBA. So in order to see, we're gonna hit the Google button here, which you can find on Seller Amp, and it brings up results. Okay, so we are on Google, and let's go ahead and just go through their website, earthrated.com. Let's go ahead and open that up. And maybe there's other potential websites like, I don't know, pet wholesales and stuff like that. It doesn't hurt to kind of just scroll through what's, the results. I'm just looking through. Chewy is a retail store. All right, maybe in the second page. I'm just looking, see if there's anything that stands out. And this is how you start finding, suppliers and distributors, right? So let's go ahead and continue. Or what I might even do is to kind of just right there, kind of shorten it, because sometimes Google will only capture, the actual keywords. And sometimes if you are really detailed, it might not show up the exact results, because we're just trying to open up different suppliers. Or I may even do wholesale suppliers. And don't judge me for my spelling, you guys, because Google will fix it. There you go, bam. All right, cool. So I am here in Florida. It's going to show me a little map there. So these are the distributors, and I can use this as a lesson as well going through it, because this one does not have any reviews or anything. So I don't know if that's legitimate or trusted. They could be, but again, I want to find something that's more trusted, right? So you want to use some of what is the information given to you to make our best decision. All right, not found. So let's see, earth rated pallet distribution. This seems like a wholesale, because look, it's asking for business registration, right? These are grooming wipes. So see what I mean, guys? These are different products that opens up from the brand earth rated. So we have our toys here, we have our shampoo. I mean, it opens up a whole new thing. Now we're looking at it, it's like, okay, they sell a bunch of products here. Now I would say, just looking at it right now, it's definitely worth getting approved or ungated for this brand, because we can sell tons of it, because I found this distribution here that I can maybe buy this product. I can buy the different, double coated shampoo here, or, unscented refills and stuff. I'm just giving you an idea, because this can leapfrog you. Instead of finding just one exact product, you want to look for the brand or the distributor, because it opens up your opportunity. Now we're at the distribution right here. You're going to want to see what other brands out there, right? So let's go ahead and go to their homepage. And these are the different brands they got. And this is another good one, right? I know they do like combs and stuff like that, or trimming basically. So let's go ahead and check it out. Again, this might be worth opening up an account, and you can just do business registration from there, right, to create your own. So of course you're going to want to have your LLC, resale tax certificate, and EIN. That's a requirement for anything wholesale. You should know that already. But yeah, this is a good one that is worth adding to our leads right here. So let's go ahead and do that. And this is the wholesale leads we got here, you guys. And again, you can download this. The description is the link below, just to how to use it. And I just kind of kept it simple, and feel free to edit it how you want it. So let's go ahead and just paste the website there. Pallet distribution. pallet distribution. I would just fill in the blank here. We look in their email. Let's go look in their email. Say contact us. Okay, so they are located in Maryland, MD. All right. Let's see if they have a sales account receivable orders. Would use orders here. Orders at pallet versus accounting. So let's go ahead and put the email here, phone number here, then just put extension 121, right? 121, I'll just bold that way. And is there a contact name? Sometimes they have a specific person if it's a smaller mom and pops, but this one seems like a decent size, so it might not be a specific one until you get assigned to a specific, sales rep or account rep. Those are the common terms. All right, let's see here. We can just leave it blank if there's no exact contact name. Then I would just put pet supplies. Actually, let's do Carrie's brand, like Earth Rated, Andis, and you can add other brands there or anything that might help you remember when you're looking back into the notes, because the goal of having the wholesale leads is to kind of collect them. You want to make sure when you're doing this, you want to batch them, right? It's the most efficient time to do it because, let's say the first 2 hours of your day, you're just, collecting leads like this. Next, after lunch, when everyone's feeling good, you're feeling good, is you want to start contacting them, right? You want to call them, email and stuff. You want to batch that for maybe 2 hours of all the leads you had found. And that's how you can do it, because at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. The more leads, wholesale distributor you have, the more chances you're gonna start opening up accounts and lead you to find products. Okay, so that's one right there. Let's go ahead and see if we can find another one. Right, actually, let's go back here. This is the actual website itself. Okay, so you can actually buy it here, but let's see if they have a wholesale, because sometimes they do sell it to wholesale. So as you guys can see right here at the bottom of their page, you guys can see there's a wholesale program. So you just want to click on that, and this might be the best, because instead of going through a distributor. So think about it, you have your manufacturer here, then you either work with that brand, the manufacturer, and it goes parallel, or if you work with distributor, it goes down here. And now if you're at the distributor, their job is to distribute the products below them, right? So you want to go parallel and order directly from the manufacturer, so you have less hoops and direct connection. You can get any better than that, right? So right here we are looking to carry Earth Rated products in your store and don't have distributor, let us know. So here we go. Let's go ahead and fill this out. This is what you would do to open from this specific brand. And guys, this is pretty self-explanatory. You want to put in your name, your email, right? dog@example.com. That's kind of cute. Phone number, country, company, and what type of seller are you, right? So we're selling on Amazon, or you can do e-commerce, one of them. You can put your website here if you have one. It looks like it's required, so you might just do Amazon there and just message it. Just be like, hey, we would, or hi, we would like. There you go. Just hit submit. Pretty straightforward, and you can even call them on the phone, right? So I would just go to, let's go contact us, get in touch, right? You can do contact sales. Here you go for wholesale, contact sales. Guys, one thing I just saw, look at this, see distributor list. This is like given to us right here. Look at this, bam. So we are in USA. Okay, so now these are the official distributors from this brand, and just by messing around their website, you guys can see right here. So these are different leads that you can actually like contact. So right here, I mean, this is a free game, guys. Go to put experts. I would add that to the supplier. You can add this email right here. That's their website. Contact email would be this one, new account. I'm just picking one, but you can add all of these, right? These are free game right here. I would add all of them if you can. 1-800. Okay, and just put distributor here. Pet distributor. Okay, So now let's go ahead and see what they got here. Go to this website, petfoodexperts.com, and look, you can partner, open up different brands. Let's see what they got. So we don't have an account, so we'll have to contact, but let's go ahead and just see what brands they got though. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the different brands that this Pet Food Experts carry. Normally they just show it here. Okay, looks like they carry a lot of them. I'm not too familiar as in the pet supplies, but as you guys can see, Earth Rate is there. You have all these different brands. So I would probably search this here and just do it. Yeah, they have a lot. Cool. So that's one of them, guys. Let's go ahead and add another one from this list. Let's see, pet palette. We already added this. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Nuco. Let's do Nuco. Cool name. Nuco. NucoPet.com. And you guys see I'm doing it here. Just going like this. Pretty simple. We're just collecting it so that way we can open up wholesale accounts and find specific products there. Right. Let's go ahead there. And same thing, pet distributor. Let's go ahead and explore their website. All right, so we are Nuco right here. You won't find our trucks at big box store. And these are different brands. Let's go ahead and check out all the brands they carry. Look at this. Earth Rated, there it is. Of course. I still don't know any of these brands, but I'm sure you will find something here, especially if you know about, dogs. Purina. I mean, there you go. I know Purina. Let's go ahead and, check them out, see if they have products. Okay, so you're gonna have to open up an account with these guys to see what kind of products and probably pricing and all that stuff. And that's how you, get a product catalog so you can order more from this. So just opens up a whole new opportunity with you guys, but at least just from that search, we have 3 suppliers just like that. And of course, add your own based on a different category or wherever direction you want to take it. And guys, there you have it. If you want to learn more about Amazon FBA Wholesale and how to level up your business, click this video out right here. Thank you guys so much. Catch you in the next one. Peace.